It's your income.
Be choosy.
Pizza Hut's new $10 box for two. 5 delicious cheesy sticks, any large deep pan classics pizza, and 5 chocolate sticks. It's made to share. Just make sure you get your share. Only from Pizza Hut.
The new year is off to a good start for homeowners, with the average national house price rising nearly 2% in the last 3 months of 2012. Dr. Andrew Wilson from Australian Property Monitors joins us now. Good afternoon to you, Andrew.
Good afternoon, Rebecca.
First of all, are house prices likely to keep increasing this year, do you think?
Well, we're starting to see an emerging trend in most capital cities, but I think one thing we have to be alert to is that cities are performing at mixed and different levels, so we're not seeing a real consistency in house price growth. There are the local factors that are driving house prices at the moment.
OK, what about unit prices across Australia? Because this is the way a lot of people enter the very expensive property market.
Well, that's true. That's the affordability option. And of course, in cities like Sydney, people are actually starting to take the unit development as a lifestyle choice as well as an affordability choice. And we are seeing some increases in unit prices as a consequence of that increased demand.
OK, and what sort of impact do interest rates have on these housing costs in the next couple of months if we get more cuts?
Well, certainly it's a positive. It does improve affordability, and confidence rises as a consequence of falling interest rates, or even historically low interest rates as we have now. And it is no coincidence that we are seeing increased buyer activity generally through housing markets as a consequence of lower interest rates.
Now, let's get specific. Which capital cities are enjoying the most growth and which ones are struggling?
Well, certainly Perth and Sydney were the star performance in 2012. Perth median house prices rose by 6%, unit prices up by 6% also. Sydney's median house prices were up by 3.4% and unit prices were up by 5.6%. So they're the star performers. No real surprise for Sydney. It's always that resilient, robust housing market reflecting that underlying shortage of housing. And of course there are reports of 1,500 people moving into Perth each week. So they've got to live somewhere, and this is putting upward pressure on rents and then prices for houses.
Yeah, wow, big population growth there. Thank you very much, Andrew.
My pleasure, Rebecca.
Our 3 Academy Award nominated movies debut in Australian cinemas today. Sunrise Showbiz editor Nelson Aspin takes a look at the films generating plenty of Oscar hype.
Good morning, Trina.
Good morning, Captain Whitaker.
Here's your manifest with 102 souls on board.
Let's get them tucked in. We're ready to push.
It's another Oscar-nominated performance from Denzel Washington. Flight depicts the terrifying moment a pilot saves his passengers from a terrible fate.
Wait, sir, what are we doing? Why would I trim down?
We're gonna roll it, okay?
What do you mean, roll it?
Gotta do something to stop this guy. Mother, what's your son's name?
Trevor.
Say I love you, Trevor.
What?
Black box, say I love you, Trevor.
I love you, Trevor. You be a good boy. Mommy loves you.
Okay, here we go. I got control. Gear up. Gear up! We had a whole big gimbal thing that we're really upside down. I mean, everything that's flying around. He didn't want to do it just with camera, you know, so I'm just twisting the camera or whatever. They built this giant thing that turned the whole plane upside down.
But in this dramatic thriller, a hero can suddenly become a villain.
Why do we need a lawyer? You don't remember having your blood drawn?